Breaking news coming in at the top of the bulletin from Assam. Well, the state remains tense after yesterday's killings and retaliatory strikes and violence today. There were protests against the Sonitpur and Kokrajhar killings. People observed a shutdown in many parts of Sonitpur against the serial attacks by the Bodo militants. The situation is tense in Sonitpur and Kokrajhar following the killings. The death toll has reached 65. 37 people died in Sonitpur and 25 others were killed in Kokrajhar when Bodo militants opened fire on tribals. Many of them who have been slain were women and children. 3 people later died in retaliatory strikes in Chirang. 3 protesters were also killed in police firing. And correspondent Manogya Loiwal now joins me on the phone line from Guwahati. Manogya, we've already seen retaliatory angry attacks and now we are seeing the anger on the streets of Assam. This is perhaps the biggest challenge now, both for the state as well as the centre.
Absolutely, and the biggest challenge is not only for the state and the centre but also for the people to maintain peace and humanity and also peace and tranquility in the area. What is more important is that beyond all this, we have seen there have been a lot of protests that have been conducted by the ethnic violence that has been happening here from past 2 days. Initially, it was an attack by the Bodo militants on the Adivasis, on the tribals, and now it's again a backlash that we're witnessing today from the Adivasis, from the tribals on the Bodo families in different parts of Chirang. Now, as it is spreading across the district, it is the biggest challenge for the state and the central government to maintain peace and, of course, to ensure that it does not spread to any other districts. We have been ascertained and assured by the state government that they will ensure that additional forces are deployed, flag marching takes place, and peace prevails in this area. But, of course, it's one of the biggest challenges for next few hours and next few days.
Manogya, also just take us through the security arrangements in the area.
We told that prohibitory orders have been clamped in all the 4 districts of BTAD area also, which is the Bodoland Territorial Administration District. Now, this comprises of 4 districts, Udalguri and other 3 districts, which have been under the focus of the state government and the central government because of the Bodo militancy that has been on a rise. Despite the Bodo People's Front, which is the BPF, has 1 MP as a representative in Delhi and which is supporting the present central government, this kind of militant activity is of course a big question as far as the security and of course a failure of the basic intelligence report is concerned.
All right, Manogya, I'll keep coming back to you for more. Manogya Loiwal there reporting from Guwahati on the latest on the violence and the protests which have now escalated in the state of Assam. Well, we told you that the death toll stands at 65. 37 people were killed in Sonipur alone. 25 others died in Kokrajhar when Bodo militants opened fire yesterday. 3 Bodo villagers were killed in reprisal attacks in Sonitpur area of Chirang. The police opened fire on the tribal attackers who were targeting the Bodo village. It led to the death of 3 other people. Meanwhile, the centre is planning a major counter-offensive against the Bodo militants. Home Minister Rajnath Singh will be chairing the Unified Command meet in Guwahati. The centre has rushed 50 companies of paramilitary forces, including 21 from the BSF, 16 from the Shastra Seema Bal, 8 from the CRPF and the rest from the ITBP to the state. 21 divisions of the army is already deployed in the state. The army and paramilitary forces will work in tandem along with the Assam police to restore peace. Home Minister Rajnath Singh meanwhile chaired a high-level meeting with the Home Ministry officials, intelligence honchos and senior security officials. But in the meantime, there are reports, and this is significant, that the state failed to prevent the attack despite inputs from intelligence agencies. Sources in the Home Ministry have pointed out to inputs with the State Intelligence Bureau of militants preparing for such an attack.
कल जो असम की घटना हुई है वो बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और कल भी मैंने इसे कंडेम किया था और मैं यह मानता हूं कि यह कायराना हरकत है और जिस प्रकार की यह कार्रवाई की गई है मैं समझता हूं कि इसे एक मिलिटेंसी के रूप में ही इसको रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं किया जाना चाहिए, बल्कि इसे मैं एक एक्ट ऑफ टेरर मानता हूं और एक्ट ऑफ टेरर से जैसे निपटा जाता है वैसे ही हम इससे भी निपटेंगे। मैं समाज के सभी लोगों से अपील करना चाहता हूं कि वह पूरी तरह से शांति बनाए रखें। सरकार ने इसे बहुत ही गंभीरतापूर्वक लिया है।
আমি তেওঁলোকৰ লগত ফাৰ্মলি ডিল কৰিম সেইটো নো কম্প্ৰমাইজ government will never surrender government of India will never surrender government of India will deal with very firmly we will also deal with very firmly আমি already start কৰিছো আমি already started I says all right you go ahead মোৰ ফালৰ পৰা this way মই central government of ফালৰ পৰাও ক'বলৈ কৈছো army from my side yes I say one word go from your side also because ultimately সেইটো এটা মই নাযাওঁ ফেলিয়াৰ যি আছে হোম মিনিষ্টাৰ আহিব তেওঁলোকে চাব মই জানাই গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট অফ ইণ্ডিয়া ইজ দেয়াৰ এভৰিবডি ইজ দেয়াৰ তেওঁলোকে কি পাইছে নিউজ আমি কি পাইছোঁ that definitely everybody look into it পিছত আৰু ষ্ট্ৰেটেজিটো আজি আহিলে উইল ডিছকাছ অলছো naturally any government in India no government can allow such thing to happen
চাৰিদুৱাৰ জিঞ্জিয়া বিশ্বনাথ চাৰিআলি আৰু বিহালী য'ত বৰ্ডাৰ আমাৰ হেৰি আছে য'ত যিখিনি ফৰেষ্ট আছে ফৰেষ্ট এৰিয়াখিনি হেৰি কৰা হৈছে
বৰ্তমানলৈকে যিহেতু 14 একক শিশু নিহত হ'ল 10 গৰাকী মহিলা নিহত হৈছে গোটেই সমগ্ৰ ঘটনাটো কি হ'ব আৰু এই
বৰ্বৰ বুলি কম তাতকৈ আৰু বেলেগ ভাষা নাই
গুলি চলাটো আৰম্ভ শুনা পালোঁ মোৰতো চিন্তা লাগি গ'ল মোৰ ল'ৰাক লৈ গ'ল ৰাস্তা দেখাবৰ কাৰণে ইজানে ইহঁতক লৈ পেলাই তাতে মৰাই দিলে নেকি এনেকৈ মোৰ চিন্তা আহি গ'ল তেতিয়া মই গুৰুটো য'ত বান্ধি পেলাই এটা দা লৈ পেলাই মই আহিছোঁ ফাৰ্ষ্ট এইটো গাঁৱতে দেখি পেলাই ৰাস্তাৰ কাষতে ল'ৰাটো হৈ আছে
আৰু কিমান মানুহ মৰিছে
তাত দুজন মৰাটো দেখা
কিমান ডাঙৰ মানুহ
মোৰ ল'ৰা ডাঙৰ
ওপৰত NDFB হত্যাৰ যিটো অভিযান এইটো আমি কট্টৰ ভাষাৰে নিন্দা কৰিছোঁ আৰু NDFBক আমি আজি যিটো হৈছে নিৰী মানুহৰ ওপৰত গুলি কৰিছে বহুতো মৰিছে মানুহ আৰু বহুতো ইয়াত হস্পিটেলত আনিছে চাৰিজনৰ ভিতৰত এজনটো ব্ৰড ডেড বুলি কৈছে এতিয়া দুজনৰ একদম ভেৰি চিৰিয়াছ আৰু মেডিকেল কলেজত ৰেফাৰ কৰি দিছে বহুত দুখজনক আৰু চৰকাৰে অতি সোনকালে যেন সেই ঘটনা আৰু বেলেগ ঠাইত হ'ব নোৱাৰে ইয়াৰ কাৰণে যিকোনো মেজাৰ ল'ব লাগে